Hello everyone! For a long time now, scientists have been seriously researching the resurrection of certain extinct species. I'm sure that many of you would like to ride on a mammoth, or the phorusrhacos, swim on the back of a plesiosaurus, or watch a pterodactyl fly. Welcome to our channel everyone! Going back to the topic at hand, there are some species that should never be revived even if they could be. You might imagine these creatures to be famous carnivores like the Tyrannosaurus. However, there are many other dangerous species discovered by the paleontological community. We would like to introduce some of them to you. Have I piqued your interest? If so, let's begin. Rubidgea. The Permian period, which preceded the age of dinosaurs, was a world dominated by Therapsids, a distant relative of mammals. The most dangerous predators of that age were the gorgonopsids. This group shared several common characteristics with sabercats, including powerful fangs. The majority of gorgonopsids were found in Russia, South Africa, and Central Africa, although the reasons for this are not well understood. Gorgonopsids ranged in size from the tiny Dinogorgon to the 5-meter long Inostrancevia. Yet, all species were agile, nimble, and ferocious predators. They sometimes even attacked larger prey, such as the herbivorous Dicynodont. Of these gorgonopsids, Rubidgea was the largest and most highly evolved. The Rubidgea was an animal that lived in the area around present-day South Africa and Tanzania. It was over 3.5 meters in size, muscular, and characterized by sharp fangs that could tear any prey apart. Experts consider Rubidgeans to be extremely talented predators. It is believed that no other animal could win against a Rubidgea. Fortunately, the Permian mass extinction showed no mercy to the gorgonopsids, while giving the green light for the ancestors of the dinosaurs to populate the Earth. Otherwise, they would have been an extremely dangerous enemy to early mankind. Sarcosuchus. During the Ordovician period, 485.4 to 443.8 million years ago, the Earth looked nothing like it does today. The land in particular was a desolate stony wasteland completely devoid of life. The sea, however, was already teeming with life and was home to some of the most bizarre creatures. One of the monsters of the Ordovician period was the giant shrimp, such as the Sarcosuchus. The Sarcosuchus lived in the seas around present-day Morocco and were over 2 meters in size. It had a hard shell, strong, blade-like projections on its back and belly, and long antennae-like bristles around its mouth. It is hard to say exactly how dangerous the Sarcosuchus were. They occupied an ecological role equivalent to that of whales today and seem to have fed mainly on plankton. Their antennae, as mentioned earlier, filtered the plankton in the sea. However, it is also possible that the Sarcosuchus was a predator. Ladies and gentlemen, don't even think about wanting to confirm this fact. Being attacked by a creepy giant shrimp in the ocean is just way too scary to even imagine. Sarcosuchus. Modern crocodiles may be very dangerous predators, but they are nothing compared to the Sarcosuchus, which lived in the Cretaceous period. If we're going to be specific, the Sarcosuchus is not a member of the crocodilian family, but its extinct relative, Phorusrhacos. Yet, because it looks like a crocodile and occupies the same ecological role as a crocodile, it is still often referred to as the largest crocodile ever. Sarcosuchus are estimated to grow to about 9.5 meters. It seems that fish was its main diet, but it also ate other animals. For example, they sometimes ate dinosaurs that unintentionally got too close. If the Sarcosuchus species were to be resurrected and released into the warm waters of the tropics, tragedy is sure to ensue. At the very least, it would no longer be safe to swim there at all. Without natural enemies, the voracious appetite and aggressiveness of the Sarcosuchus should allow it to repopulate the Earth in no time. Metoposaurus. Modern amphibians are fairly small creatures. With a few exceptions, such as the giant salamander, they rarely grow more than a few dozen centimeters. However, this has not always been the case. Until the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, there lived a very dangerous and gigantic amphibian that looked a lot like crocodiles. Tyrannosaurus, a creature familiar to many paleontology lovers, has a cut vertebra, is a carnivorous amphibian that lived during the Permian period and reached up to 9 meters in length. However, dangerous giant amphibians are not limited to the Tyrannosaurus. The Metoposaurus, which lived during the Triassic period, was much smaller than the Tyrannosaurus, growing only to 3 meters. Yet, these amphibians were still a threat to the waters they inhabited. It has been speculated that the Metoposaurus may have been either an aggressive predator or an ambush type of predator that waited at the bottom of the water with its jaws open for unwary creatures to swim by. By reviving these creatures, we would lose safe waters to swim in. Basically, we would be adding a friend to the Sarcosuchus to the world. Amphicene. After the extinction of the dinosaurs, the age of mammals gave rise to several amazing and dangerous beasts. Amphicyonidae, also referred to as bear dogs, were one of these beasts. These species existed for over 40 million years. Amphicyonidae is represented by the basic species Amphicyon, which gave the entire family its name. The Amphicyon had all the advantages of a bear and a wolf: a large body, high physical capacity, sharp teeth, and an excellent sense of smell. Despite the fact that they were omnivorous, they preferred to eat meat. Amphicyon were found throughout the Northern Hemisphere, including North America, Europe, the Near East, Central Asia, and China. They had no natural enemies and were extremely ruthless and efficient predators. They could attack almost any prey, with the exception of a giant species called the megafauna. Bringing this creature back to life would create one more creature that is dangerous to all human and animal life on the Earth. That would be very bad. Megalodon. Sharks are quite dangerous to humans. They kill many people every year. The main species that attacks humans are bull sharks, the great hammerhead sharks, tiger sharks, and of course, the great white shark, which is considered one of the largest predators on Earth. However, there have been even larger and more dangerous fish in the past, such as the Megalodon. The Megalodon, a distant relative of the modern great white shark, is a giant fish that lived between 23 million and 3.6 million years ago. They were 20 meters long and sometimes weighed up to 60 tons. Fossils of the Megalodon have been found all over the planet, from the coasts of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans to England, Denmark, France, Poland, and now inland in the Czech Republic and Austria. It is believed that during the time the Megalodons ruled the sea, there were no oceans on Earth that could be said to be warm to any degree. Either way, if modern humans lived during this time, there would have been no ocean in which they could swim without fear of being preyed upon by sea monsters. This concludes today's video. Thank you all for watching until the end. We hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not very keen on resurrecting biological species, especially those that have long since gone extinct. Even without the fact that their DNA has changed in a few million years, we still have current ecological problems that would prevent their survival. The Earth's climate has undergone many drastic changes over millions of years. Many of the biomes that existed in prehistoric times are now gone. This means that even if extinct animals are resurrected, there is no home for them to go back to. Basically, we should leave extinct animals alone and concentrate on protecting the ones that are still alive. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Also, don't forget to share this video on social media. Thank you for always allowing us to create videos for all of you. That's all for today. See you again sometime soon. Goodbye.